In about a few segundos, it looks like Bo will be bringing him in, and we can start our next interview. And yeah, here we go.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on? How are you, man? How are you? So we obviously, excuse me, had the opportunity to meet you at Bones Adams.
Yes, sir.
And we definitely wanted to get you on the show and just introduce you to the world, man. So tell everybody your name and what got you into the sport. Pretty much same thing we were getting with Yo Elvis, man. We need to get your story. Let everybody know why you are a professional boxer.
See, my name Deonte Brown. I really started boxing when I was like 12 years old. I moved from Louisiana to Atlanta.
Okay.
You know, just my mom, she, you know, it was rough where we was at. So she was like, we had to make a switch. So we made a change. We came to Atlanta.
How old were you when you moved from Louisiana to Atlanta?
I was 12, about 12.
Okay.
12 years old, yeah.
So when you get there is when you start boxing?
Mm-hmm. So I had an older cousin. He from Germany. And he was a pro boxer, so I just started going with him every day to the gym. So I just stuck with it from after that. Mm-hmm.
So what was the amateurs like for you? Because 12 is still fairly young to get into boxing. What was that like for you?
Oh, the amateurs was cool. The amateurs was cool. It took me a while to have my first amateur. I was training for about probably like a year and a half before I even had a fight. So, but it was cool. Amateurs was cool.
So what got you into the sport? Why boxing, man? Could have been anything.
That was like probably like the only thing I was good at was fighting for real. Like all my friends used to be out hooping and football. They probably used to get me in that, but when it came to fighting, that was just always something, you know, that I was good at, you know. So boxing was like that.
How'd you know though when it came to fighting? What, you were going to a rec center or you was getting in fights in the street?
Yeah, streets. Yeah, that's basically what it was. Like just hanging out. So it was just like, okay, boxing. I found that. I was like, okay, this is something I'm good at. And then natural, and I was like, okay, let me see where I can take it.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. So now, having been pro for a couple years and 15-0, 11 knockouts, things are moving good for you so far. But obviously, you want to continue to grow your career. Where do you feel like? What do you think is next for you? Where do you feel like you go from here?
Man, we just focused on big fights right now. Like, they ain't gonna did the hard part, so we just focused on, you know, getting a big fight and getting out there. So, you know, just waiting on the call for real. Waiting on the call.
So when did you link up with Bones Adams?
It's been like a year and a half now. About a year and a half when I first came to Vegas. So, yeah, I started training at Bones. Bones was like the only gym I trained at in Vegas. So it's been like a year and a half.
And what brought you to Vegas?
I met this guy named Fareed. He stayed out here, and I came out here and trained with him, and that's how I met Bones. So I was kind of like back and forth from Vegas to Atlanta for a while, but I just ended up staying in Vegas. I was like, I'm back and forth so much, I might as well stay.
Might as well stay.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean, Vegas is considered to be the fight capital of the world, so I'm sure the quality of work that you're able to find out here is much better than what you could get in Georgia, right?
Yeah, way much better, man. Everybody come out here, so it's like you running to everybody, so it's good. It's good for sure.
Now, you're at the lightweight division. How do you feel? You're what, about 5'8" or so? 5'9"?
Yeah, about 5'8", 5'9", yeah.
So, I mean, that's a pretty decent size for a lightweight. How does your body feel at 135?
Oh, it feel good. I can make 135 easy. So, you know, I've been campaigning. My original weight is 130, but 135, you know, that's where everybody is. So I'll fight there if I have to. You know what I mean?
So if the right opportunity presented itself, you'd go down to 30?
Yeah, most definitely. That's the plan. But yeah, most definitely.
Being at Bones and obviously, you know, Devin having this fight in Australia, have you gotten some work with Devin? Did he use your services for some sparring?
Yeah, I sparred Devin once, man. It ain't go like it was supposed to. Kind of like, you know, they got mad or whatever. I guess they thought they was gonna get the best of me or whatever. So yeah, but you know, they got mad on some whole other stuff. It was crazy.
What you mean got mad about what?
It was just like they thought they were about to come in there, and I don't know. They just thought I was easy work or something. 'Cause they ain't know who I was. So when I got in there, it went a whole different way. So it wasn't, you know.
So it's only been one session.
Yeah, one session.
How long ago was that?
It wasn't that long ago. It was like a few months ago. I think he was getting ready for Joseph Diaz.
Okay.
Joseph Diaz.
All right. Well, I mean, it sounded like it was some good work. I'm sure they'll get you back if it was that tough. But what did you take away from that experience? Obviously, he's a world champion. He's going for undisputed.
I'm gonna be honest. I ain't take nothing from it. Like, I didn't have better work than that, for real. Just being honest, I don't know if it was. It ain't what I thought it was gonna be. I don't know. Not to throw salt on him, but.
So were you southpaw or the orthodox?
Yeah, I'm southpaw.
Okay, so it definitely was using you for JoJo.
Yeah.
And what's your record?
I'm 15-0.
So you doing it like that, huh? You handling the champ like that?
Yes, sir. For sure.
So, I mean, well, you mentioned having had harder sparring before. Talk about
who?
Yeah, who have you been able to share that ring with?
Shakur? You out here in Vegas. He be out here.
I was supposed to work with him. His coach be coming to the gym, but we never really crossed paths. But his coach talked to me. He wanted me to work with Shakur, but we never really had the chance to make it happen. But soon, though, I know he out here, so eventually we gonna spar for sure. That'll be some good work, most definitely.
So who have you been able to get some work with this far?
I can't even name it. There's a lot of people that everybody come to Bones. I done spar with.
They do.
Yeah, I done spar with like a lot of people that I can't even just name off the top. It's been a minute, but yeah, just a lot of Dang, what's due? I be forgetting the names and everything. It's crazy. But yeah, I get a lot of work at Bones though. Everybody come to Bones. I spar with. That's in the weight, so.
Would you say that was the best move you made for your career coming to Vegas?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
What are some of the differences between where you were training and being now here in Vegas with Bones?
Just the consistency, consistency of the sparring, different looks and everybody. Kind of like down there, you get like the same look, the sparring, same person. Out here, it's like you don't know who you're running to, so it's good. It's definitely good for.
So what part of Louisiana are you from?
I'm from Morgan City, Louisiana. It's like 40 minutes away from New Orleans, like right,
Okay.
I was on the outskirts.
Okay. We got a lot of New Orleans callers, man.
For real.
For real.
That's crazy, for sure.
Yeah, we got a lot of New Orleans callers.
Would you like to take a fight back home? Even though, I know you moved to Atlanta, but I'm saying obviously Louisiana is where you from, where you was born, where you grew up. So is that something that you've thought of and not quite yet, wanting to take a fight to, back to Louisiana?
Yeah, as soon as the opportunity comes, I'm trying to get on that. Most definitely. That's where all my, a lot of my people at. So I'm ready to, pack the house out down there. As soon as it comes, I'm on it for real.
Yeah, we don't really get many fights out there, so I'm sure you'd be able to.
I was just about to ask, what's your thoughts on Regis? Have you met him? Have you worked with him? What do you know about him?
Yeah, I never met Regis though. I follow him. I'm a fan of him. I never met Regis though. But
Okay.
he do his thing, so that's what's up for sure.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody that you looked up to? Any fighters on your come up? Modeled yourself after? I don't know, no Floyds, nothing like that.
The only fighter I can say really is Terence Crawford.
That's the one that influenced you?
Yeah, for sure.
How and which way did he influence you, would you say?
I don't know, just a lot of people always told me Terence Crawford, kind of like when I fight they'll be like this and that. I don't know, I just like the way he carries himself. It's 100 for sure.
So now being in Vegas, I like to talk to a lot of young fighters like yourself who have made that move to Vegas, right? Because we hear it all the time. So for you, what has been the biggest lesson that you've been able to learn as far as being in Vegas? Because like you say, the quality of sparring and the quality of work out here is different. But as far as making that move, and it kind of seems like for a lot of fighters, it's like the beginning of a new step for them, right? Moving to Vegas is kind of like the beginning of a new step in their career. So what have you been able to take away from this experience and just being in Vegas in general?
It's kind of just like staying focused, just being out here, staying focused and stuff. I'm not really a gambler, it's like a gambling city. So I ain't. So it's just the same thing, really, just staying focused for real. That's just all. I live in the gym, so I really don't get into nothing else.
How long have you been in Vegas?
About a year and a half.
Okay, so it's fairly new.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, made any friends? Or is it just work? Gym back to the house. Like, what's your life like coming out here from Louisiana? You don't know many people. You do know people. Like, what's it about, man? Give me a day in the life of Mr. Brown.
For sure, yeah. I got a couple friends out here, but everybody I meet out here, they not from here type thing. Except for the, like, females or whatever, but they, other than like homeboys, they really from like somewhere else, or they just moved out here or something like that. So we all like in the same boat almost. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
All right, well, we got a few questions from the people. I got La Duda Claudio, who says, all-time favorite boxer.
All-time favorite boxer. I say Sugar Ray Leonard. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, what was it about Sugar Ray for you?
I just like how he flow. It was just, I always liked how he flow. Even when he was in the amateurs, when he was going to the Olympics and stuff, I just like the way he moved for real.
That's definitely one of the great lightweights.
Mm-hmm.
So you were talking about Terence Crawford being someone that influenced you. Obviously, everybody wants that fight with Errol Spence. What's your thoughts? Crawford versus Spence. Do you believe it happens? And if so, what do you think that outcome is?
I think Crawford will beat Spence. It won't be an easy fight, but I think he'll get him.
Do you think it's a fight that goes to distance, or do you think it's a fight that ends early?
Yeah, because remember, Crawford has like a 9 or 10 fight knockout streak.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna end early, most definitely. I don't think it'll go to distance. I don't think it'll go, most definitely.
And I don't know if you know, but obviously yesterday Brian Castaño made it clear, he doubled down that he beat Earl twice in the amateurs, that he dropped him or got, standing 8s on him. And he says if he beats Charlo, he would like Earl Spence next. Are you familiar with Brian Castaño?
Yeah,
okay.
I like him.
What do you think about a fight with he and Earl Spence if he can beat Charlo Saturday night?
No, that'll be a good fight. That'll be definitely a good fight. Kind of like Sean Porter. He got a Sean Porter kind of style, so it'll be good. I think Errol will overcome it though, but it'll be good. He ain't nobody to sleep on.
What'd you make of Errol's performance? Obviously, there was a lot of questions from the public after that detached retina. He had the unification fight with Yordan, so I was just curious on what you make of his performance.
Of Errol?
Yes.
Yeah, he ain't lose a step to me. I think he still had it from way before the accident or anything. He ain't lose a step. So it was, he definitely talented, mentally and physically.
I got Ruin of 504, New Orleans. When do you plan on getting back in the ring?
So I'll fight in July, supposedly sometime in July on Showtime.
Okay,
yeah,
Showbox?
Yeah, yes sir.
Do you got an opponent?
Yeah, it's I forgot the dude's name. Some Martinez, but he a Puerto Rican guy. He from, I think he in Puerto Rico now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Better watch that left hook. Puerto Ricans love that left hook. What's your go-to punch?
Yeah, all of them.
All
of them.
Gotta have one that's I don't know, like that will get the job done. Like, is it that left hook or is it the straight right? Oh, actually, you a southpaw, straight left, right hook.
Yeah, that probably it. Yeah, the jab, really.
The jab. That's beautiful to hear. You don't really hear most people say the jab. They say the jab would take you around the world.
Nah, that's a true fact. That's a true fact right there.
Deonte, I wanted to ask, your last fight, you got the TKO in the 9th, which is the longest you've ever gone. To me, I find it extremely important for fighters to be able to get rounds in, because obviously there's going to come a time where you're going to have to and you're not familiar or able to. So, do you feel that you was able to learn a lot in that last fight, given that that was your longest fight thus far?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot from that fight, most definitely. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. Yeah. Plus I was in his hometown too, so it was like I learned a lot about, just being against everybody in the building, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I learned a lot from that fight.
So they was booing you.
Yeah. Like surprisingly, a lot of people was on my side, like, a lot of Hispanics or whatever. They was walking up to me just showing love even before the fight, so it was cool.
And who's managing your career?
Tory Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah, Tory Thomas out of Atlanta.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And who introduced you to Bones?
Fareed Samad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And right away you knew that was the where you wanted to be?
Yeah. Just being at Bones, I was like, yeah, this where it's at for real.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
I got James Valdez, San Antonio, Texas. It says no ring entry nickname yet, champ. So no nickname yet.
Yeah, they Lamb Down.
Lamb Down.
Yeah, Deonte Lamb Down Brown. That's my full name.
Lamb Down Brown. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
How'd you come up with it?
Man, one day I think like before I had like 3 fights, I ain't have a name, so my barber really came up with that. Yeah, for real. Just sitting there, he was cutting.
Well, you had waves at the time?
Nah,
I was about to say, Lamb Down.
I had the fro. But nah, he was just something that rung when I heard it, so.
It definitely got a good ring to it.
Let me tell you, shout out to your barber, because I've definitely suggested a couple nicknames for some fighters, and I thought they was good nicknames, and they ain't panned out. So shout out to your barber.
Most definitely.
Shout out to your barber.
He like family though, so it was all good.
So do you go ahead?
No, I was gonna ask. I fucking forgot now.
Do you think you'll be able to win a world title at 35, or do you see yourself moving up for your first world title shot? Like, do you envision becoming a champ at 35 before you move up, or, can you still make that weight?
Yeah, most definitely 35. Most definitely. I don't plan on moving up no time soon, so I'm gonna campaign at 130, 135.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Bones got a lot of connections, man. Has things opened up for you in terms of being able to get fights or televised fights because of your connections with Bones?
Yeah, most definitely. Bones, he put you in the right places. So he just called me the other day with some information. So it's like he always working, man. He always working for sure.
And for the fight fan who maybe haven't seen you fight yet, but will be catching your ShoBox debut, can you explain to them what your fight style is like? How would you best describe your fighting style, and who would you compare yourself to?
I think I got like a different style. I'm just a smart fighter, I know how to keep my distance, but I know how to turn it up when it's time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like compare myself to. I really don't know. I would say Terence Crawford. But
why? Because he spends a lot of time in a southpaw stance, or can you switch?
No, I don't switch.
So what is it about Crawford that you find comparable to yourself?
I don't know. He just know how to get to it when it's time, So that's something I like about him. That's something I do too. So I guess I can say that's probably like the closest.
I'm assuming when you say get to it, first thing comes to mind is when he was told in the corner that he was losing the Porter fight and he went out there and got the stoppage. Is that what you talking about?
Yeah, that too though. Yeah.
So Bones could tell you like, man, we got to knock this, and you gonna go out there and get it done.
Yeah. That was on my last fight. I was in the corner, and then I was winning every round. I won every round, but Bones like, this dude, he ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there and I got him out of there.
Now, would you say you consider yourself a puncher? Because to get a stoppage in the 9th round, power has to carry late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely can punch for sure.
So, for people that haven't seen you box, are you more of a puncher than a boxer? Would you consider yourself boxer puncher? Would you consider yourself a boxer?
Boxer puncher. Yeah. Boxer puncher. Most definitely. Mm-hmm.
So I think you said you don't really hang out. unless it's girls. So you single out here. You ain't leave nobody back in Louisiana and Atlanta and none of that.
Nah.
Came out here single and focused. That's what's up. That's real good. So you made the move alone.
Yep, by myself. Actually, it was like,
how was that? Like, when did you decide, and how did you jump on a bus? Did you call somebody and your manager flew you out? How was that for you?
So I met Fareed in Atlanta. He was training Danny Jacobs. So my manager knew Fareed. So he was like, "Oh, I want you to go to Vegas and just try it out, see how you like it or whatever." So we set that up, and I came out here, and then it was like, damn, I do like it. So I just kept coming back and forth. My manager was like, "You might as well just stay out there now." So we just stayed out here.
So you just found your own spot?
Yeah.
So are you a full-time fighter?
Yeah, full-time.
Nice.
Full-time.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
That's actually good. You're able to relocate and be a full-time fighter. So what's your day consist of? Because this was an early interview. Do you normally get up early for road work, or do you sleep late and train late like a Floyd? How do you do it?
Actually, I train at 10, about 10.
Okay.
About 10 o'clock. So I'm already up at this time anyway. So
Nice.
about 10 o'clock. And then later in that day, I'll probably do like strength and conditioning. I do road work at night. But that's my routine.
So you doing your road work alone?
Yeah.
So you prefer the track or you run the streets?
It depends. I like the treadmill. The treadmill.
That's strange. Most fighters tell me they get bored on the treadmill.
The treadmill. I like the treadmill for something. I feel like it's better. I feel like it's better.
Well, do you know? So for your fight in July on Showbox, do you know a location yet?
Not yet. I just got presented to it like a couple of days ago. So
Okay.
I'm still waiting on all the info.
All right. Definitely gonna need that. That way, ticket information for those who want to come out, things like that, things of that sort, definitely will be, important. Do we have any more questions from the people, Ness?
Hold on, let me refresh. And can you check the super chats?
Yeah, 1 sec. Let me
I got one from Brandon. It says, if you got the call to fight Ryan Garcia, would you accept? If so, how would that fight play out?
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely want to fight Ryan. That'd be a good fight. Like I was saying, we want the big names, so Ryan would definitely be a big fight. Me and my manager were just talking about that too. So, Ryan not beat me though. Just
he not beating you?
Yeah, not at all. To put it out there.
What did you think of his fight with Emmanuel to go?
I don't know, his performance. It was just he was trying to walk the guy down, and I don't know, to go. He was supposed to stop him just the way to go was fighting. It was just, I don't know, but he couldn't get the guy out of there. So I know he had a layoff too, but.
How would a fight with you and To Go? Because To Go didn't want to. It's hard to stop a dude that don't want to be stopped. He was on the move. Obviously, I believe it was Ryan's fault. I felt like he could have done something. I want to see. Did you?
He didn't.
What did you think he needed to do in order to get the stoppage?
Because he sure wasn't cutting off the rim.
I was trying to see, did he see that? But thanks for giving him a clue.
That's it though. He wasn't setting nothing up, cutting off the ring. He was letting him run everywhere. So. I don't know. He fought the wrong fight, kind of. He still won, but if he wanted to stop him, he could have did a lot of things better.
Like what?
He was trying to walk the guy down with his hands up, and he wasn't setting nothing up for real. So it was just he was letting dude throw all the wild punches and not answering nothing. He could have stopped the dude though.
And you think it's just? Ryan's a pretty big puncher. Why do you think the stoppage didn't come? Just because he didn't set it up?
Yeah, just because he didn't set it up. The guy was seeing it coming. He gonna brace for it. So he was throwing all them big shots, and dude, he seen it. So it was like it'd be the punch they don't see that knock him out.
I felt like he got a little bit sloppy looking for that knockout. What about you?
You say he would have got sloppy? I
felt like he did get a little bit sloppy looking for the knockout.
Oh, yeah. That's why, he was throwing them like wild punches and stuff. So. But, yeah. If he just set it up, he could have made a lot more things happen.
Who do you think is at the top of the lightweight division right now? Because Obviously, Ryan not impressing you. You were vocal on the Devin sparring. So who do you think right now is at the top of the lightweight division?
Me.
Facts. Now I say Javante. Javante probably.
Not Kambosos with all the belts.
Kambosos, yeah, I forgot about Kambosos too. Yeah, them two. Yeah.
So do you think, based off your sparring with Devin and what you've seen off Kambosos, do you think you picking him over Devin, or you think Devin pulls it off?
Devin might pull it off because the way Kambosos fight, you know, he kind of like the style of Devin a beat, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like he'll pull it off.
What is a style that you think gives Devin problems?
A boxer.
Supposed to say my style.
Yeah, that wasn't a boxer. Yeah.
A boxer?
Yeah.
Wait, so you think the way to beat Devin Haney is to outbox him?
Outbox him, 100%.
Outbox the boxer?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you taking him
You
out,
must be a good boxer. I never seen you spar. Now I got to go over there today because if you saying outbox Devin Haney, that means you didn't. It wasn't aggression in that sparring match. You saying you outboxed him. I'm just like, man, I thought he was the boxer.
Yeah, you gotta take him out. He took him out. I took him out of his comfort zone. Made him come. And, you know, he got frustrated or whatever. So, yeah, that's the way. Kambosos is kind of like the come forward fighter or whatever. But that's the way that's the way Devin gonna beat, you know.
What did you think of that performance with Joseph Diaz, who was a southpaw? So obviously he used you to get ready for that. Did he make any of the same mistakes in sparring? Did you see them on the fight, or did you not watch that fight?
No, I watched like a little highlights of it, but it went like, you know, Joseph, he was just coming forward too. That like he was training for that. You know, Joseph ain't changed his style up with nothing. So, he was training for how Joseph was gonna come out there. So,
okay,
yeah.
So they expected that Mexican style.
Yeah, exactly. Standing there in the pocket, you know, taking punches. That was,
for sure. Let me see here. I'm gonna refresh one more time.
Yeah, refresh me.
We good?
Yeah.
Let me check Patreon. Yep, that is it. So, Devonte, if you could give out your social media, let everybody know where they could follow you. Once again, let them know how to purchase any tickets for your upcoming fight and or streaming. Is there a way to see it?
Showtime,
yeah,
bro.
it's gonna be on Showtime.
That's right, Showbox.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's my Instagram is King Leg, KING LED.
Yo, what's up with that? How am I gonna find you if your name Deonte Brown? Why would why would I ever search King Led?
King Led, yeah, it's Lamb Down. That was my name. Was LED, but I changed to King Led a while back. So.
You probably want to put that name.
Talking about my Deonte.
Yeah.
That shit, it's too normal. I don't like putting my. I don't know. You search my
that's
name,
the
you'll
name.
find it on
That's
there,
the name. Jimmy Lennon, or fucking what's my man name? David Diamante.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you get big and one day it's Michael Buffer. They gonna say that name, not.
Right.
I mean, they will eventually add Lay Him Down,
but
you know.
Sure. I get what you're saying. For sure, though.
But Deonte, we do appreciate you joining us. We know you got training a little bit. So
yeah, man. Sparring in an hour.
We'll take a quick.
Is it sparring today?
No, I'm not sparring today. No, I'm not sparring today. Not today. Next week.
Oh, right.
I gotta be there, man. See this jab from the southpaw stance.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
But we will take a quick intermission, take this picture, and then we'll be right back.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Untitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.